out there? What's up? Baby, we are going through some things together. But at the same time, no worries.
This is a Trump supporter. They have the QAnon where we go one, we go all thing in the title of this video, so I don't know if it'll directly talk about Q, but she's certainly a QAnon believer. Guardian Eden with 20 bits. So who exactly started this dinosaur conspiracy? Like, who was the first person who decided, I'm gonna fabricate these giant lizards, I'm going to use it to prove evolution, and thought it was a good idea? Because I feel like there are better ways to fake a thing like evolution. Yeah, they think it's the Royal Society. That's what they think.
Wow. Are we going through some stuff that is really, really interesting? Yes. I want to say one thing, and that is, with all the stuff that's going on, you just wait and see. Our chief has this. Does it look a little dismal? Yes, because there's a lot of people behind the deep state that are wanting this to be over, wanting this to be...
There's the deep state, if you got the deep state on your bingo card. Get that.
Be Biden. If he gets enough people to believe that Biden has won, if they get enough people to believe that Biden has won, that is going to be the case. So that's why folks know that it is not decided yet, but as...
Hold on, let me check something. Oh, Joe Biden won the election. Cool.
They stopped counting the votes. You saw. Wait a minute. Trump is ahead. Wait a minute. Why didn't he get Virginia? Remember Virginia? Virginia was in Trump's favor, and Biden got it. It's like, what? What's going on here?
People don't like the president that I like because he's been terrible at his job? There must be a conspiracy. People aren't allowed to dislike people that I like.
So there is this thing about the ballots. Some are original, and some are created after the fact.
There's a bullshit story going around. I don't think Q actually said this. I think this was Q adjacent. But if you're a QAnon believer, you probably heard this. Some of them think that the ballots had secret radiated watermarks on them, kind of like how in The Dark Knight they track mob cash by lightly irradiating bills to track them. Anyway, they think that their actual ballots are lightly irradiated and that they're going to prove massive millions and millions of fake ballots by using these supposed radioactive watermarks to prove that the Democrats have fabricated ballots. All of this is nonsense. It's all based in absolutely no evidence. It's just another crazy conspiracy that these people have come up with to try and justify why the worst president in my lifetime got voted out of office after one term.
And some are created after the fact. So there is still things that are in the works. About a month ago when I had a meditation and I checked with the above and I was told that Trump will win. I was like, okay. But that there would be some snaffs. So that's what we're seeing right now. These are snaffs. These still
Who abbreviates snafu into snaffs? I find that more offensive than all the conspiracy bullshit. Who does this? Who calls snafu snaffs? I don't like that.
President. And he will win the re-election.
There's nothing funny about the two.
Winchanter with 20 bits. Made potato soup for dinner. It was my first time making it, and I was impressed with how it turned out. Good. I hope it is delicious.
If he has already won, they just need to count the votes.
Hold on. Let me check. Okay, Montana went to Trump. California went to Biden. And then there's the 48 other states and their numbers. And then you look at this number. And this number is higher than this number. And Georgia's blue. Arizona's blue. Looks like Joe Biden actually won the election. Just thought I'd double check.
Honestly. Now, you can check if your vote has been counted. I just saw a lady that had her...
Oh, now we're saying that mail-ins are legitimate and you should check your vote? Okay. My neck's starting to hurt from all the back and forth on this, but, you know, keep it up. Thank you, Moonrail, for following.
Vote counted 3 times. So you're wondering, oh, wait a minute.
Wait, whose vote was counted 3 times?
I just saw a lady that had her vote counted 3 times.
How? How would that, A, happen? And B, how would you know that that happened? Like, you go on a website to track your ballot, and it's either, hey, yeah, it's been counted, or no. There isn't a, yes, we counted it 3 times option. What are you talking about? They're just making shit up at this point.
So you're wondering, oh, wait a minute. So I went in and I checked, and yes, my vote is counted. But can I see who I voted for? Can I get that confirmation? No. So, yeah, this is an interesting times we're getting into, excuse me. But I also know that we are waking up. We are waking up to the fact that the mainstream media failed.
There's nothing
They got
funny
an
about
F.
the tools of capitalism.
74 Quinn 74, the 3 times thing is from a Russian video. Of course it is. Hey, let's own the libs by literally being indoctrinated by Russian state television.
The pollsters, they got an F. They failed. A lot of systems are failing. But as we also know, we're going into the fifth dimension, 6th dimension, and above. That's all about love. So I can tell you one thing, that if everything is going the way it's supposed to be going, there is no doubt that Trump will win, because
He lost? He lost. The election was on the 3rd, guys. The results were like 4 or 5 days after that. It's been a while. We know who won the election.
He is here for the people. He is here for the good of all. Now the other jokester, I don't know. He's not here for the good of all. He's the puppet of the deep state. And the deep state have deep pockets and deep corruption. And for the last 4 years, our chief has been trying to clear that. And he has cleared a lot, but there's still a lot to go. So, I just want to tell you all, with my deep, deep love and sincere concern for the American people's health, mental health right now, I am sending you so much love. I can feel you guys. I can feel everybody's panic right now, but don't worry. He will take this slowly but surely.
Spoilers? No, he won't.
Our president has the deal, okay? So don't worry about it. He is, yeah. It has been it is quite a joy. It is quite a ride right now. Send him love. Send him all your best wishes, and he'll do the best job he can. He's never given up yet. He's not a giver-upper. And neither are we. Right?
What's the crazy 5th dimension shit she went off on? So, in terms of like QAnon conspiracy stuff, it sort of splits off in a partisan way. Let me explain. Oh, Dr. Gamble with 60 bits. It's terrifying that half the country is like, F democracy, I want to win. And it is even scarier when you realize that the majority of them don't even realize that this is what they're doing simply due to their mindset. Yeah, it's very scary. I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to get real bad. It's going to get real bad. Anyway, in terms of the 5th dimension stuff, this is a partisan split. So, you have more traditional right-wing people who follow what I would call the mainstream of QAnon, if there is such a thing. These are people who follow QAnon because they are right-wingers who believe that the left are evil, demonic Satanists who are, you know, eating their children's brains. Stuff like that. Doom Smoothie with 50 bits. Not sure I can take much more of these people's nonsense tonight, so I'll be going. Happy streaming. Thanks for showing up. I'll be back tomorrow for something else unrelated to this, if you need something that's less depressing. Winchanter with 20 bits. Bye, Hannah. Bye, chat. Love you all for your support tonight. Gonna blast some music and play some video games while trying to cure the big sad. I hope you feel better. Thanks for coming. So then you have other people who are in QAnon who fall on a little differently on the spectrum. They're not what you would consider necessarily typically right-wing. They're people who are more like spirit science type people. People like Elizabeth April, right? People who we watch on this show occasionally. They're kind of woo-woo, hippie, spiritualist people, and they believe that Q and Trump are going to usher in this like new era of consciousness for people. Like they're gonna open up to these like 4th and 5th and 6th dimensions spiritually and emotionally. And I know it sounds like a bunch of like generic hogwash, but that's because that's what it is. It kind of means whatever it means to the individual person who believes it. But that is something that you'll see in QAnon. Not as often as the other stuff, but it does come up. It's very, very strange. Does that include that dude who is obsessed with Emma Watson? Maybe. I haven't followed him or anything lately, so I don't know if he's still doing that.
Right. So, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I want to continue the Trumpster trains. I think I'm going to go see if my group is going to do it. We're going to film it. Why not? You know what? We need to do it until it becomes president. So, love you guys. See you soon.
Frustrating. They're coping with conspiracy, and that is not a good thing to cope with.